man, I've been trying to record this video for like 3 days now. And stuff either comes up, you know, plans that I had, or I was trying to record and people were home and there's noise and there's all that other stuff. And it was just going to be something simple, you know, a simple vlog, because I really just haven't sat down in a couple of weeks and done anything. And I'd like to just, you know, without all that many edits and just more stream of consciousness. I was thinking about just, you know, trying to do something where I sit down and talk about what's going on, even if it's mundane, just to get in the habit and have something to work on. Because really doing these vlogs is the easiest thing. You know, going back and editing stuff, when I did that recent reevaluation of Kabukicho and Kamurocho, that was a decent amount of work. And doing stuff like this, it's like I can record and I can sit down and I can do little edits and put it together and we're good. You know, hey, in a day, actually less than a day, sometimes like half a day, it's fine. But yeah, really the only thing I can mention, this last week was interesting. My buddy for a long time, my roommate here, Davey, him and his girlfriend got married. It was a very sudden thing. And I got the call and it's like, hey, we're doing this. Are you going to go? And I'm like, well, yeah, duh. We've known each other how long? I'm kind of obligated to go. So that was interesting. That was fun. And it was Super Bowl Sunday too. So I know with her dad and her stepmom, it was a Super Bowl party that didn't happen. And it got co-opted into, oh yeah, we need to get everybody over here and have some food and celebrate. So we did that. But the big thing for last week, and I'm recording this like the day before I put it up. So yay, you know, it's like, let's just get this done, put it up. I would have had it already done, but I got to do it last minute. Oh, well, last week was weird because I started up on the stream. I started doing a playthrough for Secret of Mana. Let me just go ahead and move this up here. It's going to move around a little bit. Being stuck there is going to kind of suck. And I just got to remember to look at the camera. I started playing Secret of Mana. It was the remake, and of course a number of people like, ew, it's the remake, as if somehow that is worse than the regular game. Because I started it up, I got about 2 days into it, maybe put 6 hours in game, maybe more like, actually it was more like 5. I think it was 6 hours, six and a half hours of playtime, and I just was not feeling it, and I was getting upset with it. And I said, you know what, the hell with it, I'm going to stop playing it. Clearly, that was a catalyst, though, for other stuff that had been building up that either I didn't notice or I was trying to ignore. I can't tell. It was hard to figure that part out. But, you know, giving up the game because I didn't want to give it up, because I've had problems with that in the past where I was starting games and getting a little bit into it and then I would stop and I wouldn't finish it. It's like I still got lots of stuff in my backlog from years ago, certainly on like PS2, where I just didn't finish it. I didn't get back to it, and I felt bad after a while. I've tried to curb that over the last few years, and I've been keeping active track of the stuff I play and what I finish, because it's nice to be able to go back to that list and go, oh, cool, yeah, I finished that, and it's all done, neat. But where was I going with that? Oh, yes. Giving up on the game and then having it be one of those, you know, big classics that everybody seems to love, and I feel like the outlier on it, and I'm like, I don't like this game. I don't like how it plays. I don't like anything more than the music. Like, the music was easily the best part of that game. It kicked off like 2 or 3 days of I just felt like shit. You know, it was the catalyst for, okay, you know, I've been feeling pretty good since I started working out, and everything was okay. I'm moving around, yeah. Everything was okay with me mentally, you know, more or less. Like, I had a number of mornings leading up to this where I couldn't get myself into gear. It was really tough to get out of bed and do things. But once I did, it was fine. You know, certainly if it was a workout day where I got Ring Fit in and I went and got my walk in, it was fine. You know, night times were not, and it was hard to get to sleep and with some mornings, and then getting up, it's, you know, all that stuff was there. But this was just the worst I had felt in a while. And it was rough. And that made me want to sit back down and just go, fuck, I need to talk about something. I need to get this out. It's a little bit better now. Quite a bit better, I should say. I just said to hell with it. I was going to try to stream today. Today's Sunday. And I was like, no. I'm going to start Yakuza 3 on the stream here when that collection comes out, the remastered collection on disc, because I've been waiting since like last August. They've been doing them digitally, but I didn't get the digital versions. I was like, oh, it's going to be on disc version? Cool. Let me go ahead and get that one. I'm not going to try to wait on that, but you know, I'm not going to wait for the individual releases. I want it, but since they were waiting till basically 5 came out, and they're like, okay, now here's the disc version, then all right, I got to wait the whole time. Anyways, that's a bit of a ramble. So I just said, to hell with it. I'm not going to stream. I had like at least one more day last week where I wanted to, and I said, nope, not doing it. And said, nope, not going to do any streams until then, because I was getting upset on the stream too. I wasn't yelling at anybody, but I was getting upset with the game, and I don't like losing my cool when I'm on there, other than, you know, stuff that's frustrating. It was different when I was playing through Shenmue 2 and I was getting towards the end of that game, and it was just dragging and taking so long to finish up. And, you know, I was getting frustrated along with anybody that was watching, so it made sense. Like, I didn't want to do this, and it wasn't fun at the moment, and nobody was making me feel bad for not liking the game, but it was one of those things where if you perceive that's kind of how people are looking at it, then, you know, you're already done. And I said, nah, I'm just going to take the weekend off and work on some stuff. You know, I'm trying to record this now. I have the Sotenbori and Dotonbori walkthrough comparison that I want to start working on. That's going to be interesting because real life in the game, unlike with Kabukicho and Kamurocho, where they're relatively similar and the layouts are pretty similar, even if, you know, there's a bunch of differences everywhere. It's like these Osaka between the game and real life is not too terribly similar beyond the main street in that area. So that's going to be interesting. I have an idea. God, that sushi video is never going to get done, is it? And it's not even going to be that important. It's going to be, you know, really short. It was more putting together the footage, and I have an idea with that. We'll see. I'd like to get it done and then just use that footage because it's been sitting there for months. But yeah, like mentally last week was weird, and you know, it was the dumbest thing, but you know, that was just, I guess, the straw that broke the camel's back. And it was, you know, I've been waiting on the place I interviewed it with out here to get back to me. It's been almost 3 weeks with that since I did the interview. I don't know what's going to happen there. And, you know, tax time's done. I got money from taxes, so that's good. That's going to sustain me for a little bit, but I need stuff to start working out. And I don't know, that was just what happened. And I paid attention to it enough to know I needed to create space between me and other people, because it was, you know, as I was going downhill, I knew it was making me testier and more just an asshole. So I said, to hell with it. Let's not do this. Let's not worry about this. Let's take care of ourselves, more or less. I mean, I ended up having a couple Whoppers last week. I haven't weighed myself, but I'm like, I was good on those days, and I didn't, oh, well, bad technically, but you know, not super duper bad, and I didn't go over on you know, calories. I actually was probably worse on Friday or Saturday, you know, for movie night with friends and then a birthday party. But even then, it wasn't really crazy. So I've been good about that, and I've been better about it today too. You know, I'm not losing hope enough, and you know, getting so bad that, you know, I just decided, oh, fuck it, I'm not going to exercise. I'm just going to eat like shit, and who cares? It's not there, thankfully. And at the very least, I guess just having a really bad couple of days was going to happen. You know, maybe I didn't want it to, and I felt like, okay, if I keep working out and keep exercising and eating decently, it's going to go away, and that's not the case. It took a little bit of a vacation, but it's still there, and I just got to be ready for it. And when it happens, I'll take care of it and give myself enough breathing room to just write it out. You know, sometimes that's all you can do. You just got to pay attention to yourself and don't let your thoughts and your mind get really bad, but know, hey, if you're feeling bad, it's okay. It's going to happen. Just, you know, remember to take care of yourself a little bit and, you know, it'll get better. So, all right, that's it for this. We've gone over 10 minutes and I don't know if there's going to be much I need to edit out of this. Just, you know, maybe a fade in and a fade out. And ooh, yeah, we're in 4K 24. It's going to look like crap no matter what. The lighting in here. It's like, all I got is my light up here. Who cares? It's a personal vlog. So yeah, that's it for me for now. And look forward to the stuff I'm working on. And this coming Tuesday, when the Yakuza Remastered Collection's out, hey, tune into twitch.tv/AncientFlounder. We're going to start playing Yakuza 3 Remastered. It's going to be fun. I've never played through that completely, so it'll be an interesting playthrough to go back to an older version of the game when they didn't have quite as much and the combat wasn't quite as good. So, all right, guys. Yeah, that's going to be it for me for now. And hopefully in the near future, maybe I'll just do more stuff like this where there's not going to be a ton of edits and nothing crazy. It's just going to be me talking to you and get in that habit. So that way I'm getting a little bit more comfortable being in front of the camera too more often. And, you know, we'll see what happens. But anyways, that's it. Again, how many times have I said that so far? Who cares? But all right, guys, take it easy. We'll see you next time.